As you already know, this is the final 8 of BFDIA. This video will be my BFDIA prediction from episode 17 to 25. Nickel won immunity, but everyone else is up for elimination. Current projections say Fries will win the prize, and his prize will probably be to cure his glow infection. As for the elimination, current projections have Needle eliminated, with Pencil close behind. With Needle gone, we have reached our final 7 for BFDIA 17. Without Needle, Freezemart and Wobunch will get a full divorce. Wobunch will re-add Nickel to compensate, and Freezemart will revive Bubble in retaliation. Finally, Freeze and Tennis Ball will become one team. So here are our teams: Freezemart, Wobunch, and No Name. Due to Wobunch and Freezemart fighting, No Name ends up winning, despite being the smallest team. This means that these 5 are up for elimination. For the prize, I think Nickel would end up taking it. As for the elimination, Pin and Pencil would easily be bottom 2, and I think Pencil would be eliminated by a small margin. With Pencil gone and Bubble not being a contestant, Book becomes depressed and alone. It would seem that Wobunch will dominate the game going forward. That is until... This next challenge requires 3 teams of 2. This causes Nickel to be expelled from Wobunch, which is Pin and Coiny. Next, Book would team up with Tennis Ball, a neutral player who empathizes with her situation. The 2 who are left, Nickel and Fries, are forced to be the final team. So here are our teams, but wait, there is a plot twist. The teams are then rotated clockwise, changing their members. At the end, here are our teams: Freezemart, Wobunch, and No Name. This would certainly be a very important episode, focusing a lot on the Book and Pin conflict. Meanwhile, Fries and Coiny would be a very fun duo, while Tennis Ball and Nickel bring back mid-BFDIA shenanigans. I think No Name would win the challenge, putting these 4 up for elimination. But before that, I think BFDIA 19 will be a story episode like BFDIA 13. In this episode, the contestants will be moved to Yoyland, and the host will be replaced with the other elimination area, the WTF. So it's time for BFDIA 20 and the cake at stake. Fries would win the prize again. It's likely that Pin would be eliminated, likely with double the amount of votes as the second most voted. So here is our final 5. Fries, Book, Coiny, Tennis Ball, and Nickel. I think Book and Tennis Ball would team up. Fries, Coiny, and Nickel would end up alone. Fries would end up winning the challenge, putting the other 4 up for elimination. The prize would easily go to Tennis Ball, but the elimination is harder to predict. Between Book and Nickel, Book will only gain fans while Nickel will end up losing them over time. I think that because of this, Nickel will be eliminated. In BFDIA 21, Tennis Ball will probably leave the team, joining Freeze instead. I think Book will win this challenge, putting the other 3 up for elimination. These 3 are fan favorites, so this will probably be the largest vote war in BFDIA history. The prize would end up going to Tennis Ball. And in a very close vote, Fries will not be in the finals. So here's our final 3 in BFDIA 22. The drama is not over yet, however. While hosting, Bombi would explode, killing everyone except for Coiny. The rest of the episode would be Coiny walking to the recovery center. After recovering everyone, Coiny would make a speech. He would make it to where BFDIA would have no host for the rest of the season. The contestants themselves would spin the challenge wheels, and the immune contestant would host cake at stakes. BFDIA 23 would start with the teams being made. For the final time, Book and Tennis Ball would team up, while Coiny would be alone. The challenge wheel would be spun, and the challenge would be a combination of every previous challenge. This episode would be extremely intense, with both teams taking the upper hand at multiple points. After Tennis Ball sacrifices himself for one of the challenges, it becomes down to Book and Coiny. Book almost snatches immunity, but Pinbot escapes the WTF and knocks her down, causing Coiny to win. This means that Book and Tennis Ball are up for elimination. It would be very close, but Tennis Ball would win the prize, and Book would be eliminated. Here's our final 2 in BFDIA 24. It is time for the final vote. After all of Coiny's character development throughout the season, he manages to take all to eat the prize and win the whole show. The episode would then end, with Golf Ball giving Pin new limbs, as shown in IDFB. So guys, tell me what you think about this prediction. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.